The green button makes you poor, but you be intelligent and educated. The red button makes you rich, but you be Olodo without any. Bro! Bro, it's okay! Bro, you don't do that! Guy don't do!
The current educational system is a failure if you cannot put food on your table. It's a failure if it makes you dependent. It's a failure if it cannot fight inflation. We'll go for money. Yes, let's be decent. Let's not worship money. Yes, it is true. You know, it kills cultural values. You might become immoral. But why not teach me how to make it in a moral way? Why not? Why not? Why was it not taught in school till today? Why has it still not been put in our curriculum? We all have to draw amoeba, how to draw yam, the map of United Kingdom. Everything is there for us to read, only to come out and be in shock that, oh, we need to learn how to make money. The academic system as it stands now is designed to create poor people. The most important thing for education is financial education. We are here studying aeronautic engineering, all the beautiful courses, chemistry, without the structure in the labor market. Financial education should be something that should be taught in school. A human being is learning how to survive at the age of 35 or 40 is very bad. How to fit into an economy at the age of 35, 40, 30, 25 self. That is really bad. Charlie Kirk, is it Charlie Kirk or so, of the United States of America, preached until they had to gun him down. Why? So you can be controllable, so that you will be there. Whatever the government says is yes. Election is coming up now. When they tell you turn print, you turn print. When they give you rice, you be like, oh, Oluwa mi, oh my God, thank you for giving me rice and beans. During the agricultural era, the farmers took their children to the farm, taught them how to plant this, plant that, plant that. It wasn't just about supporting the family for growth. It was an education. An education to learn how to survive when the man, the father or the mom is no longer there. In the fishing society, Agungu, when the child is born at a very tender age, they throw the child in the river to learn how to swim. Why? It's not just the child growing up to add value to the family, but growing up to understand how to survive, skills. When I say structure, no be pharmacy. There has to be so many different kind of branches of that same field that a graduate can fit in easily. In fact, they are the ones looking for you. It's not there. So what does this graduate do? Hang up the boot and drop the certificate at home. Enters the labor market, enters the street that the school pretended, I insist, the school pretended to have taken you away from the street. Now you have to fall back into that street. You have to. If you must be responsible, if you must go build your own structure, your own business to survive and become something in the society, you now have to go back to that street. Meaning, you must learn to unlearn certain characters. Like you do in school where you don't want to cooperate. Oh, they are copying in my book. No, in the street sometimes you can copy someone else and become successful. In the school where they tell you you have failed, oh, you are the worst person, why did you fail? In the streets and in life generally, we learn through failure. You have to unlearn, you have to unwind all those things that you have learned in the past now. They never taught anyone about inflation, how your naira depreciates, about the gold standard. Yes, when President Nixon took the gold standard, Clinton said no in 1971, said no, that money can never be attached to the gold standard anymore. Do you know what that did to your money? Nobody knows that. All they have to do now is survival. I've seen fresher in the streets, but they graduate in their academic system. So yes, I will press that Olodo anytime in the day. But I will say education in a very good system is very good. It's very good, it's sound, it's clean. And that the Western education is here doesn't mean that our forefathers didn't know what they were doing on how to bring up their children, to liberate them, and set them up to live an independent life and move to the next level. You can see The street speaks for itself. Most of us, I can't say percentage, but if I was to use my imagination, over 90% of the graduates fall back into the street. A little percentage have scaled to the next level. Millionaires, billionaires now, you know. But people who will live for street back, some of them are still scaling and doing very fine without this so-called academic system. What does that tell you about it? It has failed and has failed woefully. Yes. First and most important kind of education for a man is one that can help him put food on his table. Not all those masters, PhD is gibberish, it's rubbish. Yes.